going to be a tutorial slash walkthrough slash get ready with me on this nice, just soft, natural, no makeup, minimal makeup look. It's very simple. If you have been into makeup for a while, you probably know how to do this, but I'm just going to share with you the products that I like to use for looks like this and how I do it and what makes me feel good when I do minimal looks like this. So if you want to figure out how I did this and what products I use, please keep on watching. So I'll just hop right into it. I'm going to start by priming my face just because I want my skin to look as healthy and naturally pretty as I can get away with. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer. And I'm just going to take about that much and just kind of pat it all over. Don't want to rub it in super hard. You can like gently smooth it out like this, but you want to start by pressing it in and then by gently smoothing it out. And then for concealer, I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I've just been using this as concealer lately because I don't have a concealer that is light enough for my skin, and this one works well. So I'm just going to take a tiny little bit and dot that under my eye and kind of pat it in with my finger a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side because my under eyes are really dark because I don't get enough sleep. And so I just really want to brighten and cover that area because that's the first thing that's going to make the rest of the face look bright and awake and put together. And I might take a little bit up on the eyelids too, just because it's a little bit dark and discolored in that area. And I want this whole central area to be nice and bright. Already is making an improvement. So then I'm going to take a little bit more of this stuff. And I have a couple blemishes, as you can see. So I'm going to take a tad of this. And I'm just going to dab this in with my finger. Because that's how I'm going to get the most coverage. Because the sponge soaks up a little bit of product. So you can see I'm covering that up. And I'm just going to do this with any spots that I see on my face that I just want to hide and give a little bit of help. That's all I'm going to do for concealer. Pretty easy, right? So I'm going to take some powder to set it all down. I'm going to take my Coty Airspun, and I'm just going to take a little bit on my sponge and press it in. If I was in a huge rush, I would just take a small fluffy brush and just dust that everywhere. But since I have a little bit of extra time, I'm going to press it in with the sponge because that's going to ensure that it stays on my face. And I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny bit of powder too and put that on my nose, even though there's no other product there, because I want to minimize the pores there and give it a nice clean matte look. So then I'm going to take my Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in the shade Lunch Money and just dab that on my cheekbones, and you can see it just adds a really nice pure glow to the face. It's not too glittery, but it's very reflective and pretty and just kind of makes you look alive, and I really, really like this. Take some on my nose and my Cupid's bow, maybe a little bit on the chin, on the temples, under the brows, and then I'm going to take a little sponge tip applicator and put some on the inner corner of my eye. This is a little bit high maintenance, but if you have some extra time and you just want to look like really natural and glowing and get the most out of it, this is a really good way because that little bit of highlighter in there is really just going to open up your eyes and your whole look. So you can see I'm like glowing now. And right now you could do bronzer. I'm going to do a tiny, tiny bit of bronzer. So I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm just going to take actually a fan brush because I just want a light wash And I'm kind of apply this as blush slash bronzer, just to add a little bit of color in those cheeks so that it's not so flat. And that's about it. I'm not going to do it anywhere else. Okay, and then for brows, you could go ahead and do your whole brow situation. Some people really like that. I like that sometimes, doing like a full bold brow with like hardly any other makeup. But today I'm feeling a more natural brow, so I'm just going to take my Essence Make Me Brow in the shade Soft Brown. And I'm just going to apply this gel, tinted gel, on my eyebrows to give them some shape and color. Just a little bit. And right now I'm brushing them straight up, but I'm going to smooth out the edges in a second. I really need to get some brow scissors to like trim my brows so I don't have to shape them like this, but ain't nobody got time for that. So now I'm going to take a spoolie and I'm just going to smooth out these edges up here. I'm going to brush through the brow a little bit to get any clumps out. And then I'm going to smooth these edges. Because my brows are unruly. Okay. There you go. Brows done. Now if you don't have thick brows like mine and you have to really want to do something to them, Anastasia Dip Brow is really good, but it's really expensive and intense. So if you want something a little bit softer, the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil is really good, and so is the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade. These are both like, you know, around $7, and they're both really nice and really easy to use and give your brows like help, but like they don't look too much. So those products are really good if you want to do something a little bit more to your brows. So I'm going to take a little bit of mascara. I don't want too much because I just want this look to be really soft and natural today. But I'm going to take my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This one is really good for like definition and color, but it doesn't make it too much. So I'm just going to apply a light coat of that. See, just a tiny bit. And then for lips, I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to dab a little bit more of this Colourpop highlighter. And I'm actually going to dab that like on my actual lips. Just on that center portion of them. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of lip gloss. I'm going to take my Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Fairy Floss. And just apply a thin coat of that. And to finish off the look, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Perfect Setting Spray and just spritz a little bit of this all over. So there you have it, a nice, just soft, natural, minimal makeup look. It's kind of like one of those no makeup looks that's not like super perfecting. Like, you can still see a lot of my scars, but like all of the major issues are covered up, and there's just some highlighter and some glow and some definition just to make you look more put together. So I hope this is helpful to those of you who might be newer to makeup, or to those of you who are super into makeup and just need a break from wearing all of the heavy makeup. I know I did. That's why I did this look today. So if you guys have any video ideas, please comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear them. Go follow my Instagram at CosmoTrinity. I'll put that in the description box below, along with all of the products that I'm wearing on my face today. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye. So if you want to keep watching and figure I swallowed makeup. So if you guys have any video ideas, please let me know in the comments down below, and go follow my Instagram account at CosmoTrinity. I'll link that in the description box below, along with take number 83. Go follow my Instagram account at CosmoTrinity. I'll put that in the description box below, along